as a lot of you guys know, I am moving out of Seattle and I'm trying to figure out where exactly I want to go next. New York has been one of the top contenders, but I wanted to go apartment hunt in person and see what prices are like now in 2023. So let's go take a look. I met up with a realtor, Jade Schenker. She is from New York and knows all about this area. While she mostly does commercial real estate, she was down to show me some residential spots here in New York. The first apartments we're checking out are in the financial district, which is not the prime area of Manhattan, but it has a lot of luxury buildings with washer and dryers, dishwashers, things like that I would love to have. From what I found, there are some nice buildings over there, so I wanted to check them out because the price isn't horrible. There's a lot of subway lines.
Personally, I grew up in FiDi. I think it is some of the most New York-esque place ever. There's a lot of finance, there's a lot of, it's a very fast-paced environment. Now, because of that, the price point is typically lower. So you can get a lot of really great deals in FiDi, a lot of new buildings, which is incredible.
This first building is really interesting because it used to be an office building and they converted it into apartments in 2018. It's also attached to the stock exchange. So I took a look at a studio they had for rent there. It was $36.50, but you get a month free. So for that first year, it's around $3,300 a month. I love how modern this bathroom is. It actually looks really nice for a New York apartment. Okay, but heading into the actual apartment, it is pretty tiny. It's a 12 by 12 foot room basically, but it is bright. The lighting, so good, and the kitchen is really pretty. I really don't think you could fit much more than a bed and some nightstands. It doesn't really seem like you could fit a couch or anything. And then to the left of the kitchen is a washer and dryer, which you would not find at this price point in other parts of Manhattan, so that is a major win. And there's a view of the water. You can see the Statue of Liberty way out there. It's a pretty good view. Those other buildings are far enough away that we're still getting good light, they're not right up against this building. It also had an AC unit already installed. I think I could make a studio work, but not this small of a studio. This is actually just a bedroom with a kitchen in it. I think with filming and stuff, that would be pretty tough. This building also had a nice rooftop lounge / co-working space. A good spot to do work on your laptop since the unit is so tiny. I don't know if you could even fit a desk. This building also does have a gym, but I didn't get a chance to look at it because I had to head over to the next building, which was probably my favorite for the day. This one is called 19 Dutch, and this is a 1-bedroom, 1-bathroom unit for a whopping $5,500 a month. Pretty crazy, but it is a very nice apartment. It had a lot of storage closets and the kitchen is just beautiful. This one was up pretty high, so it had some good natural light in both the living area and the bedroom. And the 1-bedroom is pretty expensive, but even a studio started around $4,500 a month. So the whole building is pretty pricey, but here's a look at the bedroom. It's a pretty good size for a New York apartment. You could fit a queen bed, a couple of nightstands, all of that. Pretty good view out here. I love that. Again, no buildings right up against it, so you still have good lighting. There is a small closet. This is kind of standard size among what I saw of the 1-bedrooms. There's also a small entry hallway with a couple other storage closets and a really nice bathroom. This bathroom's so modern and clean. I love the look and feel of it. And here's another look at it from one of the other units. It's got that backlighting. And then there was an amazing rooftop up here. You have to pay $100 a month to use the amenities, but oh my god, this indoor-outdoor space would be so great for working or hanging out, having people over. The view was just unreal. And on to the next building. This one is called 15 Cliff, also in FiDi, but closer to Seaport. So we enter here, turn around, and look how bright it is in here. Closet over here, and then this bedroom, which is a corner. A view of the bridges that's the Brooklyn Bridge. Literally a view of the Brooklyn Bridge. How cool is that? You can see the river. Really, this is actually a really good sized bedroom. Could definitely fit all my stuff. Going out into here, you can see kitchen, super nice. They had renovated the kitchen to have these nice modern cabinets. I really like how this kitchen looked. It was small, but definitely works. They're definitely fixing some stuff. Looks like there's some damage. Oh, this is the washer and dryer. That's cool, right there. And then this is nice, super nice. Not a ton of storage in this one, actually. It's oh, there's your plates. And then over here, this is a good sized living room. Good sized living room. Could definitely fit a couch and my dining table and all that. You can tell even on a cloudy day, it would still look really nice and bright up here. So. This one is just so unique that it's a corner in both the bedroom and the living room. Like this is just like such a good bedroom. You could literally lay in bed, drink your coffee, and look out at that view. Like that's very, very cool. And here is a quick look at the bathroom in this unit. And it also had a community rooftop and a little co-working space as well. And on to the next one, 180 Water Street, also in FiDi and owned by the same company as the first one. So kind of a similar feel. I would say this one was a little more upscale. It had a rooftop pool and a really nice gym also on the rooftop. So really, really bright up here. You do have to pay, I believe, $100 a month extra for these amenities. Okay, this one is kind of awesome. This one is a 1-bed, 1-bath for $46.75, but you get a month free, so it's actually less expensive. This is the least expensive 1-bedroom that I've seen so far. A small bedroom, but a bedroom nonetheless. It's great, great. Some buildings right here, but you know, the lighting is nice in here. Well, this bedroom actually is kind of tiny. It has a nice bathroom, probably looks familiar from the 20 Broad Street one because they have the same owners, so the finishes are very similar, but I think they look nice. This one is already rented, but there's another one coming available pretty soon, so the net is $42.85. For a 1-bedroom that's like this nice in Manhattan, that's actually, I feel like, pretty good. Yeah, this feels like enough space to work and live. Nice kitchen. Super cool. I like the floors in here too. They're nicer than on the other floors actually. Like I would consider this for sure. It's a lot cheaper. The place earlier, the overall building is a lot nicer, but this one is way less expensive, like over $1,000 a month less, and still pretty dang nice. So those were all of the FiDi options. I think the best value was the last one, 180 Water Street, but you can see in this neighborhood, a lot of the buildings do have washers and dryers, elevators, things like that. And while it is less expensive than the prime areas of Manhattan, it's still extremely expensive compared to anywhere else I've ever lived. The next day, I decided to head over to Brooklyn and take a look at some places here, specifically in Williamsburg. I know that you can get more for your money out over here, and so I wanted to see if we could find a 1-bedroom for, you know, under $5,000 a month. And sure enough, we did. This first building is called 329 Broadway. It is brand new, and here's a look inside the unit that is renting for $4,300 a month for an actual 1-bedroom. As you can see, it's renovated. Well, it's actually completely new constructions. Everything is new. It feels really nice and modern. I like that you actually get some counter space in the bathroom here. A lot of New York City apartments, it's just a tiny little sink and you can't really put anything anywhere, but there's some actual storage, some actual shower glass too. I didn't see that in a lot of the apartments. And look at this view. It's a corner unit, super bright, but there is a catch to this unit. I mean, it looks amazing on camera, right? But it's right by the train stop, so you can hear the train, actually. Not a big deal during the day, but I think if that could affect your sleep, that would be an issue. Here is the bedroom, good sized bedroom, again, really bright. We've got this one kind of skinny floor to ceiling window with a really cool view. There's a closet, not super big, not like a walk-in closet or anything, but you know, some storage. Overall, I think it's a really cool apartment. I like the kitchen. The building also had some hangout areas outside and inside and a really nice gym. I'm pretty sure this building you don't have to pay more for the amenities. I don't remember for sure, but I think a lot of the ones in Brooklyn, they don't charge more for them. But in Manhattan, it was usually about $100 a month if you wanted to use the gym and the co-working areas. Look at this gym. It's super nice. So the area in general, I didn't love directly outside of it. You can see there wasn't anything yet on the bottom floor, and again, it is right next to that train station, which is convenient but also kind of weird because it's above ground, and so it's all kind of just above you. And there are some shops, but not like a ton of restaurants or really anything I would love to go to. Okay, on to the next apartment. This one is called 8 Marcy, and it's really interesting because it's just a big apartment complex, almost like something you would find in LA. Didn't really feel like a New York vibe, but I'll still show you guys around because there's definitely some benefits to this type of building. So here is a 1-bedroom unit. As you can see, really nice, warm feel to it. The finishes are nice and modern. It's a very new building, and every unit that I looked at was pretty bright because there weren't any tall buildings directly surrounding it. Looking out, the view isn't as cool cool as the other buildings I saw in Brooklyn, but you know, you're still high up and we're getting a lot of natural light in here, so that's what's important. As long as there's nothing really blocking the view, I feel like it's fine. And then heading over into the bedroom, it's a good size. You could definitely fit a queen bed, some nightstands, the standard stuff. Sometimes New York bedrooms are tiny, but all the ones in Brooklyn were a normal size. And they would have a closet just like this, nothing super big, definitely not a walk-in, but it would work. This bathroom I thought was really cute. It looked like something I've seen on Pinterest. I've never seen an apartment complex go for this trendy of a look, but it's got that natural Silige kind of tile. I thought it was really pretty. And over here is the washer and dryer closet. So it comes with hookups, but you have to pay a $1,300 fee for them to actually put the washer and dryer in. In my opinion, that's a major con because most of the other places in Brooklyn already had this at this price point. And then the building itself had a really big rooftop community space with a very cool view. There's also a gym and a little co-working space. I don't think you had to pay more for amenities at this one, but I don't totally remember. And then the area directly outside had a lot more restaurants, just like a better vibe than the first building, I would say. You definitely don't get that vibe like you do in Manhattan where there's just everything at your fingertips. Directly downstairs, there's not a ton or a lot of restaurants and cafes and things like that. You just have to go a block or two away. And I also liked that this area felt safe and more chill. The last apartment I toured in Brooklyn is called the Dime Residences. This one is so cool. It was my favorite for a number of reasons. This building has a ton of amenities and all the units felt really bright. That is my favorite thing about it, really, is just they have a really good view. So here's a 1-bedroom unit. They start at $4,200 and the one with the best view goes all the way up to $4,800. So this one has a cool view, but it's not even the best. I like how these windows kind of wrap around. Getting a corner 1-bedroom unit is just so prime. You don't find that everywhere. But because this is the tallest building kind of in the general area and it has a ton of corner units, they're just so bright. Like the natural light is just insane up here. So here is a look at the kitchen. It's similar to the last apartment, but I would say a little more of a grayish tone, but love that you have a dishwasher and all those modern appliances. Then heading over into the bedroom, there's really big windows in here too, so it feels super bright, which I love. And I also like how the closet feels like custom cabinetry. Like this is a pretty cool closet system. Although I actually couldn't quite get it to open, but it looks beautiful. The bathroom is really nice. It's not as cute as the last one, but I think it still looks really good. You've got counter space, which is great. And there's also a mirrored medicine cabinet behind the door. And then you've got a washer and dryer in this one, which is awesome. Overall, this is a really solid apartment. I really liked it. But there was one with an even better view. This is the $4,800 one, but the view is so cool. And then you get the same view at one of the amenities. This is the rooftop. You do have to pay extra for the amenities at this one. So there's a really nice gym with like a full basketball court and everything. There's a really big co-working space and then this whole outdoor area with barbecues, just spots to hang out. There were even some cold plunges, which I thought was kind of wild. This whole outdoor kitchen situation, which is pretty cool for events. This was my favorite of the Brooklyn apartments, and I did find over in Brooklyn you could get a 1-bedroom apartment for about $1,000 a month less than you would get in the financial district, but you know, they're still above $4,000 a month, which is still insane. And day 3, we're back in Manhattan. This first place is a condo that's being rented out in Chelsea. This one is a studio and you walk right into a super modern kitchen. The appliances are really nice in this because it is a condo. And then over here is the main area. And this studio is a lot bigger than that first studio we saw in the financial district.
It's a studio, but what's good is you can use the closet space as though the closet. You can subdivide it and make it into a creative space too, because it's like massive.
It actually has space for a bed, but also a couch or a desk or something like that, which is great. And then it also has a really large walk-in closet. Not sure if you can tell in this clip, but you could turn it into a little podcast studio. Like, it was a really big closet. And then in the other hall closet, there's a 2-in-1 washer and dryer. This one, I will say, had the best bathroom of any of them. It was so modern. I just loved this bathroom. The building didn't have tons of amenities like the other ones, but it did still have a gym and a little co-working space and like outdoor patio area. This one is a good deal, but it's because the area doesn't really have a neighborhood feel.
Anything like from 30th on 8th Avenue West up until like, I want to say like the 40s, you're going to get really good deals and you're gonna get these modern, beautiful buildings. But the area, especially for like a single woman, sometimes you're like, Yeah. Really good pizza though, and great transportation.
Jade recommended this pizza spot if you guys are ever in the area, but yeah, that's why this one's a better deal. The neighborhood's just kind of hectic. And this last one, I think a lot of people would consider the best location. It's in the East Village, so it is an older building. It's a walk up about 4 or 5 floors, no elevator, so you're really getting your steps in. But this was a really interesting apartment. It's very long and skinny, so walking in, you've got a small living area to the right, and then to the left, a kitchen that kind of goes into a bedroom. You can see it's renovated. It actually looks really cool. I like how they've done the kitchen here. This one does not have a washer and dryer, but it does have a small dishwasher, so that's a win. At least you've got that. Off the kitchen, there was this little nook that you could kind of turn into an office space. You could get creative with this small apartment and make it actually really cozy and cool. Looking out these windows, it does look out to another building, but it got some natural sunlight, I think, at the most perfect part of the day. And the living room is tiny, but it's something, you know? The square footage of this apartment is probably similar to a studio, but I actually like that areas are separated off, even if that means it's a small living room. At least it's in its own separate little area. So going all the way down, we've got the bedroom, which did get pretty good natural light. I like that they've added these oak floors all throughout. It just warms up the space and makes it feel really modern. And then you've got a pretty small closet in here, but it's something. And a renovated bathroom that's pretty modern.
This apartment was super different from the last one. You can tell it's renovated, it's a walk-up, it's an older building, and do you think it's a good deal for the area?
They're asking for a 12-month lease and they're offering 1 month off rent. So asking price is $3,800. If you're paying the net effective, which means you're taking the 1 month and you're spreading it across the 12 months, it comes out to about $3,500, which is a steal, like a 1-bedroom in East Village. You're like prime First Avenue. You have all of the shops you're ever gonna want nearby. It's a good price for what you're getting. Obviously, it is a walk-up.
But this one seems like a great value for the area and how modern it is. So those are all the places I toured in New York. I hope this gave you guys a better idea of what it's like out there these days in 2023. I still personally find it difficult to justify spending that much on rent. And I will note that there are of course cheaper options out there, but this is a look at what you get in the $4,000 to $5,000 a month price range in New York City. Okay, I hope that you guys enjoyed touring these apartments with me, and stay tuned to see where I end up moving. You will see very soon. Okay, bye!